His adventure is the Alaska Aviation Museum. And here is the Catalina Canso. And here's a cute little orange and white plane. This little float plane was part of the Air Rescue Squadron. We get to wander through the hangars and learn about aircraft, and we get to go in at 737. Alaska Mail Service. They're transferring it from the airplane to the dogs. First flight services in Alaska started in the 20s with the mail service, and it really took off from there. With communities spread out over vast swaths of land with no interconnecting roads, airplanes are definitely the way to go. This museum had cool information on some of those aviators. This outfit belonged to Ellen Paniak, who saw a magazine article on aviation careers when she was in a detention center at the age of 14. She took flying lessons starting at 16 and was licensed at 20. In her career, she carried everything from mail and passengers to Wolverines and dynamite. She had over 15,000 flying hours at the time of her death. Another pilot, Bob Reeve, was a pilot in South America flying in the Andes before stowing away on a ship to Alaska in the 1930s. His flight serviced mining operations, and he equipped his planes with skis to land on glaciers. Many other pilots are highlighted in this museum, and I think it's great to come down here and read all about them. Little kids area here. That's pretty fun. I've always loved biplanes. I don't know why. Just so cool. Oh, that's something interesting too that you don't think about. Not only water landings, but snow landings. Yeah, it might be even smoother that way.
Yeah, than like a standard.
There's also a lot on the Battle of Attu. In 1942, the Japanese took over one of the Aleutian Islands, looking to make a base. Native Attuans were taken prisoner and eventually sent to Japan, where many died. The other native Aleutians were evacuated by the U.S. government from their homes and sent to mainland Alaska, where they lived in an abandoned cannery, mine, and CCC camp. They have some examples of the Japanese uniforms. Canadians were already heavily involved in World War II when we got involved later, so they were already poised to help. Photos of some of the U.S. efforts to take back Attu, and they had this floating dock called a jihibi. A gihibi? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It took 3 weeks instead of the original estimated 3 days to take the island back, probably due to the forces the Japanese had there being 2,300 instead of 1,700. I guess I better speed it up. This place is much more interesting than I thought. I'm doing this on a lunch break. Oh my God, I could never be a pilot. Look at all that. Control yoke. And a bomb hook. This is pretty cool. Not only does it have really neat aircraft stuff, but it has a lot of art and other information on anything to do with the aircraft and the life of the people involved in aircraft and in the war efforts. Really interesting. Quite a collection. Really cool. This is just a really great collection here. I highly recommend this museum. It was $36 for 2 people. This prop. It is wood. Beautiful wood, but don't see that much anymore. Look at this funky shape airplane.
You throw it, it'll come back.
Yeah, it's the boomerang, the Air Force boomerang. And then we've got this Boeing 737 for Alaska Airlines. It's retired, and now we can climb on board. I'm here with my son, Bradley. And it's so thin. I remember seeing how thin this material was at that airplane wreck up by the mine. I'll have to put a link to that.
That would be appreciated on a commercial flight because
Super thin.
it's super, super cold when you're up there at those heights.
Oh, I bet. And then we'll go up into this 737. See what it looks like when it's not in service. Wow. This is what it looks like without all those teeny tiny seats. Wouldn't that be nice? You could just all sit here with your little book stands and plenty of leg room. This is how they should all be.
Seats are disconnected. Removed.
No entry. Okay, I'm not entering, I'm just looking. This is a U.S. Department of the Interior Fish and Wildlife Service. The Grumman Goose was designed as a commuter plane for wealthy people. In 1991, extensive repairs were made to both wings after the pilot saved the aircraft from destruction by flying it at full throttle while tied down during a 120 mile per hour windstorm at Valdez. That's wild. There goes a plane down the road. It's gonna take off right here where we were driving a little bit ago. Oh no, it's not taking off, it landed. It's parking. That's cool. I've got to find some info on that one. Oh, here maybe is the information on it. Go all the way around it. This is the Republic RC-3. The CB is a unique 4-place amphibious aircraft built by the Republic Aircraft Corporation of 47 to satisfy a perception that returning World War II pilots would want to own and fly their own airplane.
I cannot believe this thing is from 1947. It looks like it's from 1967.
It does. It looks like a 60s or 70s mobile. That is wild. Look at the propeller on the back. What the heck?
Right? How cool is that?
Yeah, there's so many communities that you can only reach here by plane. And that's only in good weather. So like you gotta really think about where you're living here. Oh, look at this one. It's just beautiful. Look at those colors. They're doing a really good job of restoring the things that they have. You can also go up into that control tower. It's not a working control tower, so we're gonna do that too. There's Bradley looking at this float plane. An awesome place to watch float planes taking off and landing. And if we can, we'll show you like where they park some of these privately owned ones. They have like little matching airplane houses, like little sheds where they keep their airplane stuff. Doesn't this little airplane look all like kind of goofy and happy, like it's got his little tongue sticking out? Wow. Catalina's were Canadian made. This is Anchorage's first airport. So that's what this little tower is, the tower for the first airport. Cruising out onto its watery runway. Somebody pulling up their little float plane now, a little purple float plane. Cute. The Lake Hood Seaplane Base in Anchorage is the busiest seaplane base in the whole world, with an average of nearly 200 flights a day. In the winter, the surface of the two lakes, Lake Hood and Lake Spenard, are maintained for planes set up with skis. Cute. Down here and watch them taking off and landing, and there's not a lot of that going on today, sadly, but you get the idea. Please comment if you know what plane this is. We were really curious.